Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. How the Milgram experiments shaped behavioral psychology, and why they spark controversy. What would you do if someone in a lab coat told you to inflict pain on another person? The Milgram experiments, conducted in the 1960s, put this question to the test, revealing unsettling truths about obedience and authority. These experiments have had a lasting impact on behavioral psychology by challenging our understanding of human behavior. But they also sparked controversy, raising ethical questions about how far researchers should go in the name of science. In this video, we'll explore the significance of these studies and why they remain a hot topic of debate today. Overview of the Milgram experiments. In the 1960s, one psychological experiment shook the foundations of our understanding of human behavior. Stanley Milgram's study on obedience revealed unsettling truths about how easily we can be influenced by authority figures. But what exactly were these experiments about, and why do they continue to stir controversy today? Background and purpose. The 1960s were a time of change and questioning in the United States. The world was recovering from the aftermath of World War II, and many wondered how ordinary people could commit horrible acts during the war, simply by following orders. Stanley Milgram, a Yale psychologist, designed the Milgram experiments to explore this question of obedience. He aimed to find out if people would follow orders from an authority figure, even if those orders led to harming another person. Experimental design. Milgram's experiment was simple yet brilliant. Participants were assigned the role of a teacher, while an actor played the learner. The teacher believed they were delivering electric shocks to the learner each time an incorrect answer was given to a set of questions. The shocks increased in intensity with each wrong answer, starting at a mild 15 volts and escalating to a dangerous 450 volts. The teacher sat in front of an intimidating-looking machine, complete with switches and labeled voltages, and was instructed by an authority figure in a lab coat to press the shock button whenever necessary. Unknown to the teacher, the learner was not actually receiving any shocks. This design tested how far someone would go in obeying an authority figure when causing harm to another seemed increasingly real. Findings and results. The results of the Milgram experiments were shocking. No pun intended. A staggering 65% of participants were willing to administer the maximum voltage of 450 volts, despite the learner's staged screams of pain and eventual silence. Many participants showed signs of stress and conflict, but they continued to follow instructions. These findings had profound implications. They suggested that ordinary people could commit atrocious acts when ordered by an authority figure, highlighting the power of social influence. The experiment shone a glaring light on the darker sides of human nature and raised questions about our moral compass. This experiment is often used as a metaphor for situations where people follow orders without questioning them, like a leaf on a fast-moving stream, showing how easily we can be swept along without realizing the consequences of our actions. Impact on behavioral psychology. The Milgram experiments have left a profound mark on behavioral psychology, providing keen insights into human nature. While they are controversial, these experiments have contributed significantly to understanding obedience and authority. Let's explore how they shaped social psychology and their enduring legacy in research. Contributions to social psychology. The Milgram experiments revealed how deeply authority can influence human behavior. They showed that people often obey orders, even if it goes against their morals. What do these insights tell us about ourselves? Authority and obedience. The experiments illustrated that people tend to follow directives from authoritative figures, even when such commands conflict with personal values. This revelation has been crucial for understanding behaviors in various settings, from schools to workplaces. Conformity. Milgram's findings also highlighted the strong pressure to conform. The participants' willingness to ignore their conscience to fit into an authoritative structure speaks volumes about human nature. It raises questions about our instinct to follow the crowd against our better judgment. Psychological mechanisms. By demonstrating how ordinary people can commit extraordinary acts when directed by authority, the Milgram experiments provided a lens through which psychologists could explore the mental processes behind obedience. This has significantly advanced our understanding of why we yield to higher powers. Legacy in psychological research. The ripple effects of the Milgram experiments are felt even today. They spurred a wide range of studies and debates, particularly around the ethics of psychological research. How have they shaped the field over the years? Foundation for authority studies. Milgram's work laid the groundwork for subsequent studies on authority. Researchers have built upon these findings to explore how power dynamics affect decision-making in society. Ethical guidelines in research. Perhaps one of the most significant impacts is how these experiments have influenced ethical standards. They sparked discussions about the limits of experimentation and the responsibilities researchers have toward participants. Ongoing influence. The Milgram experiments continue to inspire new research. Scholars are still investigating how environmental factors, cultural differences, and technological advancements affect obedience and authority. In summary, while the Milgram experiments have stirred up debates, they have fundamentally shaped our understanding of human behavior. They have provided a clearer picture of how authority functions and the inner workings of obedience. As we continue to study these areas, Milgram's work remains a cornerstone in the ever-evolving field of behavioral psychology. That's a wrap on Part 1. We've just scratched the surface of how the Milgram experiments shaped behavioral psychology. Stay tuned for Part 2. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.